Hello everyone. Hope you are all doing good today. So today we will be looking at how we can integrate Slack into our n8n workflows, right? So Slack is broadly used communication channel in IT industry, right? We use it to track the project progress and status update and to coordinate with the team and for task assignments and then to highlight the risks and blockers that we have in the project, right? So there are many use cases where Slack is being used, right, in the project deliveries, right? So we will be seeing how we can automate most of this task using our n8n, right? So for that, first we need to learn how we can integrate Slack into our n8n workflows. Without further delay, let's start with it. So the first step which we are going to add is a Slack trigger node, right? So you search for Slack, select the Slack and on bot app mention, right? Whenever someone mentions bot app name, so this will be triggered. Okay. So we need to authenticate with our Slack account. So this is my account already. So I need to authenticate with that account. So let's start from the beginning. I have already authenticated, but I'll show you how to do that. So as I always say, there is a proper documentation to it. Just click on that document. Okay. And you can follow the document. So for authentication with the Slack trigger, I need a access token. So how I can get the access token for my account, right? How I can get is you need to. So in the Slack, actually, there are two nodes that you can add. One is the Slack trigger node, which is the one which I have added here, Slack trigger node. This one Slack trigger node, and this Slack trigger node, once it triggers whenever a message comes to a channel, this will get activated and it will send to the subsequent nodes. May it be AI agent or chat GPT model or whatever it is, like, no, further you are building in your workflow. So say for example, once you get the message in the Slack, it has to trigger an AI agent to carry out certain operations or tasks, right? So after that, it has to send back to the same Slack channel, right? The response. So that will be your Slack node which you are going to add. So that's what it is mentioning here. You need, for the Slack trigger, you need API access token. Okay. And also you can for the Slack node, you need OAuth to authentication, right? So let's see Slack trigger. Okay. For the Slack trigger node, to generate the access token, you need to click on Slack API pages. So you click on this. Once you click on that, it will navigate to api.slash.coms/apps. Okay, here you can see create app. That's what it is saying. Click on create app from scratch, right? So you click on create app and you go for from scratch. Okay, so you add a name, Slack to n8n. Okay. And workspace. You can give a workspace as tech bridge by the slim. And I'll click on create app. Okay. Once you click on create app, you create app, you get app credentials. Okay. So that is this step. Okay. Select the workspace and click on create app. In the left menu, under features, you select the OAuth and permissions. In the left menu, you select OAuth and permissions. Okay. Once you click on OAuth and permission, in the scope section, you have to add appropriate scopes, right? So scroll down here. Under scopes, you need to add few scopes, like that is permission that you are giving to the bot, right? So in that permissions, you add this app mention read is the one. The second one is, it will take some time to refresh. So wait for some time. Okay. The second scope that you have to add is assistant write, channel history, wait for the page to get refreshed. Then only you get that add a new scope button activated, right? Click on that and then you add the next as channel read. So these are the 7 scopes that you should be adding. Add one at a time, wait for the page to refresh and add the next one. So once the page refresh, then only it will allow you to add the next scope. So add all these 7 scopes to your bot. Okay. You can take the screenshot of it if you want. Okay, once you added the scopes, okay, after you have added the scope, go to OAuth 2 section and select install the workspace. Okay, so go to OAuth 2 section, OAuth token section and install this one. Okay, then in the read permission, app permissions, you allow the permissions. Okay, so this is your OAuth token. So copy this and then in your Slack trigger node, you can add this OAuth 2 and click on save. Connection is successful. My credential is authenticated. Okay, now the channel to watch, right? So it has to watch a channel where it has to look for the information. So for example, here if I go, okay, my app, if I refresh, you see my app is there, Slack to n8n. This app is added, but I need a channel where I can coordinate with the team, right? So for that, I need to create a channel. So create a channel, give a channel name as Slack to n8n channel. Okay, click on next, make it public so that anyone in TechBridge Python can access it, or you can even, if you're in organization, mostly it will be private and only specific people will be invited to the channel. So for now, we'll make it public, create the channel. Okay, so all add members, or you can just specify a specific members. So let's do this later. Okay. For to this channel, I need to invite my bot. So for that, I have to type /invite and add Slack to n8n. Okay. This app I need to invite. Okay. Slack to n8n bot is invited to the channel. My channel is configured and I have added the bot to the channel. Okay. So now I need to for the channel to watch, I need to get the channel ID. So you just from the drop down you select by ID and give the channel ID name here. So for that I have to go to the channel. Under these 3 dots, you open the channel details, scroll down and copy this ID. Copy this ID and paste it here. Okay. So my Slack trigger node is configured. Okay, this is how you can configure your Slack trigger node. So what all the things we have done? We have added our credentials with the access token. How we got our access token from our Slack application. Okay, we followed this documentation. We went to Slack API pages. We created the app from scratch and we gave an app name and we added the respective scopes, right? And then we got the access token from OAuth tokens page. Okay, this is what we have done and we have configured. And the channel details, we created a channel. Okay, and the channels, we added a channel and we invited our bot to the channel. Okay, this is what we did. Okay, so that is our Slack trigger node. So this Slack trigger node, whenever a message comes to the Slack, it has to carry out certain actions, right? So those actions, for that actions, I need to create an agent. So let's use the same agent, that is our AI job hunting agent, which will give us all the current job market statistics, right? So let's use the same AI agent. So for that, I'll just go back to my, and then fetch this. Okay. As you can see, my Slack trigger is added. Okay. So I authenticate with X3 and ID here. Okay. So this is my Slack trigger node. Okay. My AI agent, it sends the trigger to a AI agent. So what this AI agent is basically doing, we have already seen in our previous videos. Okay. So it takes the messages in the Slack channel and it carries out this action according to the system prompt. Okay, we have already seen the system prompt where we are giving an AI agent as a AI job market assistant specializing in global artificial intelligence AI industry. We are giving it a role, we are giving it a behavior, we are giving it the response guidelines with all the formatting and constraint details, right? So this we have already seen in detail in our previous videos. You can go and refer to those videos, okay, also, right? Okay, that's my AI agent, which is having my OpenAI chat model. Okay, the latest model, some memory, and a search tool, Google search tool. Okay. Okay, so this is my AI agent, which will perform actions and send the response, and it has to send the response to the same channel. So for that, I need to add a Slack node. So click on this plus icon and select the Slack. And here I need to select send message. Send message, send a message. Okay. So send a message, authenticate with the same credentials. Resource will be message, send, operation send message to the channel ID because I need to send message to the same channel ID, right? So let me see if I'm okay. So channel ID and it should be a simple text message and message. What should be the response? What should be sent to the chat channel? The response that we have got from the AI agent. So as of now, I don't have any response. So I'll just give a static message as, hi, I am your helpful chatbot. Okay, I'll just give a hard coded message as, hi, I am your helpful chatbot. Okay, later on we'll edit this based on the response that we have received, right? So, okay, so my Slack node is configured. Okay, so I have invited my bot to my channel. Where is my channel? Oh, here. Okay, so let's try to execute this workflow. Okay, so execute the workflow. It will wait for the event. So the event will be, I have to always mention my bot and I say message as hi. Okay, okay. One second, stop listening. So I need to actually carry out one more step. Okay, so I need to subscribe to the event subscription. This step I have to create. I have to do it. Okay, so for your Slack trigger, you have to go to the features event subscriptions, right? So you need to subscribe to the events. So you need to enable this. Okay, so click on enable and request URL. So from where I'm getting a request. So if you see here, webbook URLs are there, right? So this URL you have to mention it here. Mention in the here. You need to execute the step. You copied the URL, right? So paste it here and then wait for it to verify. So it is verified. So whenever any message is sent, check for any messages that is coming from this URL. So that I have to enable. And to the bot event. So always use a bot user as app mention. Whenever you are mentioning the name of the app and sending any message, it has to trigger the node. Okay. Save changes. All those events will be taken care. Now you need to make these changes, okay, which I missed. So sorry for that. So let's now go back and execute, stop this, and then now execute the workflow. Go to my channel and copy the same message and paste here. Okay, send the message. Let's see what is the status. See, now it is executing, right? So it is executed, workflow is executed successfully. I should be expecting a response, right? So my response is, I am your helpful chatbot. Why? Because I have hard coded my response. In my Slack node, I've hard coded this response. I am your helpful chatbot. But instead of this message, I need to actually fetch the output here, right? So go back to toggle to expression, click on this, and instead of this hard coded message, I should be getting this, right? Whatever response I'm getting from the AI agent, that should be my output response ideally. Okay. So I've added this output. Okay. Now if I do an execution again and I send the same message. Okay. Let me send the same message. Now this time you see what is the response. My workflow is executed successfully. So just verify what is the response. Okay, see now the response is, hi, how can I help you today with AI careers and job opportunities? Are you exploring roles, salary, required skills, and all those things, right? This is what is the response which I got from my AI agent. Okay, now if I say I need to execute again, so instead of executing, let's publish it, right? So if you publish it, the problem is if you publish, okay, I don't have to execute the workflow again and again. So I have published it. So now if I say, give me current status of AI jobs, AI in Bangalore. Okay. So if I send this message, my workflow should get executed and I should get see the response. So let's wait and see what is happening, right? So here, so did I get a response? No, I have not got a response. Okay. So what happened is this is published, but what is published? My webhook URL should be production URL for publishing. So I need to configure this in my event subscription, right? So copy this, execute the step and go back to see. Change, paste the production URL and wait for it to get verified. So once it is verified, save the changes. So now after configuration, I have to publish. Okay. So now if I type the same message, oh, I have to first Slack to n8n and then the message. Sorry. Okay. Let's wait for the response. I got a response saying, okay, please give me current status of AI jobs in Bangalore. So what is the response I'm getting from the bot? Here is the current status of jobs in Bangalore in 2026. Okay. So very high demand skill, most high demand role, technical, salary range, emerging trend, practical advice, and all those things. Okay. So if I want to just have the current open AI role in Bangalore, so I need to again talk to the bot and then send the message. Send the message. Wait for a few seconds for the response. Okay. So I got a response, right? Here are the current open AI roles in Bangalore. Okay. So what are the roles available? All those are response I've got. So this response I'm getting from a chat agent, right? So I have what we have done in this workflow. We have added a Slack trigger node. We have added the AI agent, which will give me a search of AI job market, and then it will send a message to the same chat ID or channel ID. Okay. So this is a simple workflow which you can build in using Slack. So there are other use cases which you can think of based on your day-to-day activities in Slack, right? So you can very well automate all those things. Okay. I hope this was useful and you got some value add in this today's session. So explore more possibilities and try to innovate and try to add more use cases, more nodes, to this workflow and build on top of it. Okay. Thanks for today joining in today's session. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.